Pilar, hey. I just came down the street and I was stopped by 3 different people. We're a hit. We're a huge hit. I mean, I can't believe how beautiful it is. Right, absolutely.
Great,
I mean,
congratulations.
it looks right. It looks exactly, I couldn't even have imagined it.
Yeah, I saw it. It was great.
What do you want to see me about?
Okay, well, first of all, I wanted to congratulate you.
Oh, thanks. Thank you
really
so much.
happy
I called my mom and dad.
with your
Everybody's
work.
so excited.
And I also want to talk to you a little bit how I think for us to organize ourselves a little bit better.
Did you see this?
Yes, I saw it. I loved it.
Of course you have.
Of course.
Sorry.
You know, with the few campaigns that you've been working on, there was a tiny complaint from the client that you went over budget by quite a bit of money. Now, I know and that they weren't told in advance. It was 11 grand over budget.
That's nothing. You know that's nothing. It's a drop in the bucket to these
But they were upset about it. And you know that we have to
Oh, hold on.
cater a
I
little...
was buzzing. I just...
Yeah, okay.
Oh, it's Scott and Abby.
Miguel, let's turn our cell phones off while we're in the meeting, if you don't mind.
Oh, my God. No, I'm just kind of on cloud 9
I know,
still because
I know.
I just can't believe it.
I know, but you're busy, I'm busy, so let's... I just wanted to specify to you that there are certain things that we maybe should be doing that maybe neither of us are doing, just to organize ourselves better, to avoid
we're being
this...
successful, though.
Of
I mean,
course.
we're being great.
No, and
We're-
you're right. Just listen to me for a second.
You've seen the plastered walls? It's
No, and that's wonderful.
incredible.
The problem is that I want to avoid in the future going over budget without a client knowing about it. And I'm not saying that it's completely your fault. It's mine as well. I was not looking specifically as to how much money was being spent and how much was going over budget. I had no idea about it.
About what?
About the over budget. We need to have a system. I know perhaps you're too busy, so listen to me. We need to have a system because...
You don't have to yell. I'm sorry. I just...
No, I'm not yelling at you,
You're
Miguel,
just getting a little snippy, and I was just...
No. I'm not trying to be that way at all, and I'm sorry. I just got this call from this client, and he just freaking out about this $11,000 over budget.
After we brought
threatening
that great
not to
account,
pay.
we gave him a great spread. Nobody else could have done that spread. I'm not working for anybody else, and nobody else
That's
could have done
fine,
that spread.
and-
They were looking for me, and that's why they came here.
Let's just get to how we can solve the problem. You're too busy to deal with how much money you're spending or
I'm
not
busy.
spending. And I'm completely aware of that. So I think maybe the best way to do it would be to have your assistant about once a week bring me a report on what's being spent on the different campaigns,
What?
how much of the budget is still left, and I can see when you start going over budget. I can give you a call and we can talk about how much over budget you think you will be.
You want me to bring in a report?
You don't have to do it. Your assistant can do it.
You want my assistant to bring in a report?
Yes, Miguel, I think it's much more efficient for all of us. If you're starting
We
to go
got
over
a lot
budget...
of work to do over there, and I mean,
Yes,
come
I
on.
know,
The
but-
product comes first, and you hired me because I'm an artist, and that's...
Right, that's why I'm not asking you to do it. I'm asking that you give this to your assistant, which is a more appropriate job for her, to do
I need
the
her
report.
to assist me. I need her to... I have so much stuff to get done. I
I know,
don't have
Miguel,
time to
but
like
I can't
sit
have
around
this.
it.
I can't have us going over budget again. I can't have this happening every time.
But, you know, look at the campaign.
I'm looking at it
look
and
at
I
the
love
success
it,
rate.
but that's not the point. The point is that I can't have this. This is not personal against you. This is not criticizing your work at all.
Sure, whatever.
But
Sure, I get it.
this needs to be done.
Right,
So
whatever, I got it.
Okay. So thanks a lot for coming in, and we'll talk in a couple days. Okay?
Yeah, all right.
Bye.
Pilar,
Hi, Miguel. How are
can I
you?
speak to you for a second? I'm sorry, I know that... Look, I just heard, and you gotta be kidding me, right?
Look, Miguel.
I mean, this is just a joke, right?
Well, no, it's not.
Because if it's not, it's really not funny.
No, it's not a joke.
I mean,
Jezebel decided to go with Jack for the remainder of the campaign.
look,
Look, listen to me for a second. We discussed this 3 weeks ago, and
we discussed giving my campaign away 3 weeks ago? I don't...
no, we discussed the changes we needed to make with Jezebel in order for them to be happy with the work. They were happy with the end results, but they weren't happy with how it was being handled.
So are you being serious then?
You and I discussed it, and I haven't seen any change.
We didn't discuss like, me losing the account.
Well, at that point, they weren't going to take you off the account. But if you had listened to me 3 weeks ago, maybe this wouldn't have happened.
So you're going to take this account
I need
away
you.
from me?
I can't. I'm not taking it away from you. They did. They don't want you on the account, and I cannot afford to lose them as a client. You have to understand that you need to communicate with me and our clients better, because we can avoid this happening. And you're really great at what you do, but you need to do better in that sense.
What would I need to do to...
I think that we can take certain steps that for the spring campaign, I can convince Jezebel that things have changed and that to get you back on the account.
Okay, like what? What would be the best?
Okay, I think what we need to start with is, as I said, a report. I think by Friday, and let's say Tuesday, we'll sit down and discuss it so that I can take a look at it and...
Over the weekend, you mean?
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
so Friday I'll hand you a report, or I'll have somebody come in and bring the report
great.
for sure.
And Tuesday we'll meet, let's say, I don't know, 2 o'clock.
Okay,
Right
Tuesday
after lunch.
at 2?
Yeah.
Are we going to make that weekly for a little bit?
Yeah, why don't we make that weekly?
Okay.
And that way, I can have a good argument for Jezebel in a few months, get you back on the account. In the meantime, focus on the other accounts you have. There's some really great accounts, and there will be some new accounts that will come up. So if we can improve this situation, I think that there won't be any problem. Miguel was, he was looking the other way. I would look at him, and he did not look me in the eye, barely once. Throughout the whole meeting, he put his leg up on the chair, he was fidgeting with his cell phone, he took a call in the middle of our meeting, twirling his pen, things that he was not concentrating on what I was telling him. He was not paying complete attention. That's not very professional. And I think that he needs to become a little more professional, concentrate on what's going on in his work, and not just be the artist that creates these wonderful things, but comes into his boss's office and does not look at her when she's speaking to him, and does not acknowledge that what she's saying can be something that can help him out in the future in his job. Constructive criticism is a good thing, and that can help your job, instead of thinking that because something turns out okay, he did absolutely everything right. And I think everyone's like that in the beginning. When they do a good job, they don't want to be criticized at all, and they become a bit defensive, and they only focus on the good part, on saying, but the campaign was good, so nothing else matters. I think his body language was a bit rude, but again, I think it has a bit to do with the fact that he's so young, and that he is very talented, so he has gotten a lot of attention, but that he needs to kind of keep that in check and be a bit more professional. I think Miguel was a lot more receptive. I think he was a bit jolted by what had happened and took it a lot more seriously. I think the fact that he lost the account was quite enough, and but I can't lose accounts on account of him. So, but I think for the first time it was okay.